I can see that right on the ring.
So maybe one click up. And maybe 2 clicks right.
Thank you. Okay, let's see if I'm any closer now. My red dot went off.
Didn't even see where that went.
Let me put another one in there.
That went left.
Yep.
Your other one.
About 1.5 inches away from each other, right?
Yep.
High and left at 10 o'clock. Okay, so I went too far to the right. Or not far.
Left.
Not far enough left, right. And I'm just slightly high. But I only want 1 click high up.
Yeah, just move your right and left for now.
Okay.
There you go. That's almost perfect as far as left and right.
Just high.
And it's about 2 inches high.
1 3/4 inches too high.
Yep, 1 3/4 about.
Yeah, each one of those squares. Okay, let's see. I just went down 1 click. That's the nice thing about this Eagle target cam. Man, sure makes it a lot easier. Lakeview's over here with his binoculars, and we're only at 50 yards.
Bullseye.
Yes, sir.
Looked like you touched the right edge of the bullseye.
We were at about 4 o'clock.
Send another one.
Hi, welcome back, guys. Some of you know that I've been trying to use the Eagle target camera, and other than the first 2 times out, I had issues. We found out why, and I'll get to that in a minute. But since we resolved the one issue, it's worked really good. See, the light goes green, then it goes red, shows I'm not connected to my Wi-Fi on my phone. Once I connect onto the Wi-Fi on my phone, it will go green, but then it goes back to red. It doesn't mean that I'm not connected. I think it's just the way that it was wired. This light was wired up in the on the board. So on the camera, I have this little antenna, comes out of the side antenna wire, and then it's adhered to the back side of the case. And as I'm using it, I've got the camera facing the target, and then this is facing my phone and my shooting position. So I haven't really had any trouble. I've taken this out to 200 yards, and I was able to keep contact with the camera. But some people have had some issues. Uncle Jim had an issue at 70 yards. It wasn't staying connected. His antenna is sticking up with this part here flopping in the breeze. I think I might have something to do with it. But he contacted Kenny, Eagle Eye Shooting, also Desert Precision Gunworks, who, as Kenny's business, he's making these. These were all sent out. These are all beta testing platforms. This isn't the final version, but it's up to us as testers to try and find failure points so that Kenny can produce the best quality camera that you can get. And I really appreciate that. I think he's approaching it really well. Unfortunately, not a lot of people have been doing a lot of videos with their camera. There's only 3 of us that I know of that's done any, and I apologize for not getting more. Like I said, my first 2 attempts out, as soon as I get about 20-30 feet away, my screen would freeze up and I was not connected again. What that was from, let me open this case up here and I'll show you what that was from. we found out, and that's through a long conversation with Kenny, is on the back side of the camera board. Now, keep in mind, these are prototypes, so that's not exactly what you're going to get. Where the antenna, you see it comes through the side here, comes out. This was not plugged onto the contact fully, so I wasn't getting full contact, full transmission with my camera, and yeah, that caused an issue. But the third time I took it out, it worked great. I took this out to 200 yards and was ringing steel. Even with the antenna like this. Uncle Jim's has the antenna sticking up, and then this part is up flapping in the wind, and he was having trouble even at 70 yards keeping connected. So Kenny drop shipped some antennas to Uncle Jim, and Uncle Jim just sent one of them to me. These are really nice looking antennas too. And he wants me to try this. His Uncle Jim's note says, "Hi Jerry, since you gave the camera a try on vid, I figured you deserve this. Big improvement, Jim." Thank you, Uncle Jim. You're always taking care of Jerry. As you saw my last video with the bullets. Okay, so here is the very, very small wire. You got to be really careful of these. Delicate. And the size of this is 0.247, so close enough to 250, which is 1/4 inch. So I will take this hole and drill it out to 1/4 inch, and I'll insert this through this way and put it's got nut and washer here in the package, which I'm going to leave them in there just so they don't drop out. I will put this in. I'll coil the wire so that it'll be out of the way. Keep in mind, again, like I said, these are prototypes. This isn't what the final product will be, but it's up to us to find the faults and see how they work. So I'll put this through, and then I can screw the antenna onto the side. Some people's antennas are up on top. Kenny tried several different configurations, but I'll just screw this on, and as it's in there, then the antenna will be sticking up like this. I think it'll work great. I haven't really had the problems that some of the other guys have. Kenny built these all slightly different to see which method works best, and I think I got probably, I think the way he did it was probably one of the better ways. But I'm going to file this out and drill it a little bit, and then I'll put this in and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've drilled this out. I have some jeweler's files here too that I just smoothed this out so that it'd go in. Tightened it up. So a little needle nose for that. And as you can see, it's plugged in. Now this antenna wire was quite long, so I had to curl it up a little bit just to keep it out of the way. Let me get this in here just for giggles. Let's put this on. Okay, now I can see what one of the things I've got to do. I've got to tighten this down, so let me get a small wrench and I'll get back here in a minute. Okay, so I've got this wire just tucked up out of the way. I really need to curl it again, but kind of uncurled it when I was trying to tighten this down. But it'll be okay. We'll just stick it in there. It'll help keep this board pushed up anyway. So let me put the cover back on. Again, like I said, these are prototypes. The main problem that I had with showing more of this on video was my phone app that I had. it was showing it was showing everything on the screen recorder on my app. However, to show everybody on video what I was seeing on my app, it came down really small. So I'm still trying to find a better app. With this orientation here, I can still get into the charging port, which is right here. Now again, like I said, the final configuration will be a little different. Let's see if this works. We got green light, and now it went to red, so this should be good. So I'll do a quick video with my screen recorder, and you'll see what I mean about it's not quite as good. I'll connect this to my phone, and I can show you, and you'll hear my voice through the phone. But the camera itself doesn't have audio. Any voice you hear will be coming straight from my phone, but I'll connect my phone to this and I'll show you that it works. And right now I've just got the old antenna taped up here because I didn't want to peel this off. Kenny wants these back. He's going to be doing some upgrades and some different configurations and things. So I wanted to do this, and I got a range day scheduled still coming up, and I'll get some more video on this. But let me connect to my phone, and I'll show you that this thing works, the antenna works, and everything else. So I'll be right back. Well, I'm thinking I probably boogered something up in here. Turn it on, and I'm not getting a light. And then it goes red. It's not going green. I'm not getting connected anymore. So, Kenny, I apologize. I must have messed something up. I don't know. This is going back to you anyway. You requested all these cameras come back, so here you go.